So anyway, I was roaming around New Star, being the little whore I am, and I come across this little beauty. So it's 100 Escudos from 1609 to 1618, and it's not really that much of the design. It just says the coat of arms that was used by Philip III. And the coat of arms contains various elements. So a few of the elements. So this is all really confusing. So we have the Kingdom of Castile, Kingdom de Leon, and that combined have the Crown of Castile. Then we have Aragon and the Kingdom of Sicily. Then Kingdom of Aragon took over, or some member went to Kingdom of Sicily and combined the two, and then those two actually combined to make the Crown of Aragon. So that makes pretty much the top half of the actual coat of arms. And in the centre we have the coat of arms of Portugal, because Portugal was actually part of the actual kingdom at the time. Down below, can I bring that up again? We have different coat of arms, which is Burgundy. So that is pretty much here. Here with the coat of arms of Austria. And here we have two coat of arms. I'm not too sure what they are. They might be, top one might be Orleans, or it's a bit hard because there's three fleurs, which is these like scout symbols. They're pretty common around pretty much the world, so I'm not too sure which coat of arms that is. And the bottom one, which is a lion, that could still be Leon or something like that. Is that Leon? Leon, single lion. Anyway, United Kingdom, England has the lion, but I can't find much information. So the actual article on this coat of arms, it's a bit hard to tell what the hell they're talking about. So the coat of arms of Philip the Third. Okay. The coat of arms of the Iberian Union. Okay, first has Castile. Okay, Castile, Leon. Second again. Okay, Leon. For parallel. Oh no, this just gets really confusing. So anyway, so that's basically it, and we have 100. So the C is the mint mark. That might be Escudo. We have Philip III, by the grace of God, the Greatia, and then we have the back of it. We have the actual date. Hispaniola and Rex, so the whole peninsula includes Spain and Portugal. Looks like we have a Portuguese cross. And then we have, what does it say here? Crossing counterfoil. So the counterfoils are this. So it's really nicely struck. So it is 340 grams of gold. 917%, so nearly pure gold. The rest was probably copper to make it stronger. 71 millimeters in diameter. That's a bloody big coin. 5 millimeters thick, and well, it needs to be to have the actual weight in it. And the interesting thing is that the bullion value is $56,022. So really, you're not going to buy it for less than that. Now, earlier this year, the bullion value is probably about $25,000-$30,000, but it's, I don't know, perhaps probably a few years ago, it's increased a lot. And this coin is sold for $1,404,964. So it's really an expensive coin. And most of the expensive coins in the world are gold, because the price of gold is actually quite high. It's always quite high compared to people's wages. Majority of people can't afford to buy it. So basically, here we have the coin that was for sale, and 1.4 million Australian dollars is equivalent to 800,000 euro. And this is the same coin that they got it from Audio. And it is one of a few coins that were sold by this organization. And as you can see, most of the other coins, so this is another one, looks like a Escudo, sold for 45,000 euro, 6,000. So this is a company that's used to selling quite expensive coins. So they got 4 Escudos, 8 Escudos, 2 Escudos, still $6,000. So really, a lot of people will probably prefer to actually pay for a car for them to get to work than pay for something like this. But interesting history. I like the design of this coin. So there's lots of different coins you can find on this website. Most of them probably at a price range of most collectors. But it is interesting. And do we have any other more expensive coins? No, probably not. Most of them probably less than $5,000. But they're all gold. Interesting. Let's go to, Louis the First. Yeah, and this one's how much? 40,000, 75,000. Wow, that's interesting. How about Charles the Fifth? Yeah, it is a bit cheaper. 90 euros. I'd definitely buy that. One Escudo. It's not as 100 euros. Oh, these ones are not as expensive as what I thought. But the hammer price has gone a bit more than what the initial price was. Yep. So these are more affordable for people who like to buy coins. When was this auction? Let's see, it's 2009. So it's quite a long time ago. So I expect the price is, you're not going to get it for 110 now. Probably about 500. But anyway. How to buy, publication, auctions. So you can actually see what they're selling. And obviously they keep all their old catalogs because they can afford it on the internet. So now here you can find information about the actual king. Coat of arms. Here we have another catalogue. This one is coal necked, but I'm not really. Okay, do they have the same coin? Yeah, it looks like they do. But they don't give a bullion value for the coin. So anyway, and we don't know the mintage anyway. And we have some some stuff on the internet. So we have some real coins, and then we've got a lot of coins that are not related. Then we've got some restrikes here. It's an article about the coin. And yeah, so you really got a lot of information. So you need to be careful if you're going to get one of these. And you probably can't get it. It's probably only a few made. 56,000. That's really just for government expenditure. So probably to pay another government. Really? That's all that was useful. Like we had high valued banknotes, the £1,000 in Australia. It was only used for interbank. As well as in the United States, they had the 100,000 US dollar. That was also used just between the government. So all these high valued items are really only used for government purposes. Anyway, let me know what you think about this coin and whether you'd like to actually get it. Thank you and goodbye.